Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Jammer. This is Metal Mischief. And this ought to prove to be an interesting video because I have not made a video in like 6 weeks. The holidays came and went, sickness came and went, and now it's back to getting everything accomplished that I'm supposed to be accomplishing. So, one of the things that we're going to accomplish today is Lacuna Coil's Hosting the Shadow featuring Randy Blythe. I don't know who the heck a Randy Blythe is, but we're going to find out. I'm sure he's just fine. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you dug what I did in this video. And now, let's rock. I never know anybody's names because I'm not the kind of person that pays attention to that stuff. I cannot tell you the drummer of, Cumrag Insistences. I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to these things. I just dig the music and call it a day. If something incidentally brings up a person's name, I'll usually remember it. But it was really difficult to come up with a name for that, that mystical band that I needed the drummer name for. All right, pretty strong start to a song. I think our volume is down a little bit lower than it really should be, though. So let's put that back up. I always have such a good time with Lacuna Coil. They're a serious band, but they're also a really excellent band. Sometimes you can get a serious band that's just, not to say mediocre, but is not, it hasn't achieved a summit of excellence. They're too busy being very serious heavy metal persons. We're making a very serious heavy metal. That's better. Although, behind the scenes like this, they don't seem to be very serious at all. I march alone, alienated. Okay, that's super serious, though. I need your pain to feel alive. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's super serious. Ouch. Okay. Maybe this live performance is far more intense than I anticipated, really. At the bottom of the well, I find respite. Ow! The isolation and the darkness and the utter inability to escape. I mean, how do you get out of the bottom of a well? That gives you comfort? That's crazy. I'm so glad I've never been that fucking depressed. I have been seriously depressed in my life, but never quite that much. Although that is a really great way to put it, hosting the shadow. I like that. That is super literary. Never-ending debt. This is actually super dark. Don't be afraid to embrace the darkest side of my bleak heart. Oh my god. This is written to evoke a feeling of complete and utter uselessness, and just how do you even express that beyond what they've said? I know what they're saying, but Jesus, that is dark, dark stuff. That must have been a great concert. It looks amazing out there. What was the guy in the chicken suit? What was that? Oh my God. They're doing this incredibly serious song about it just the absence of light in their entire soul and only isolation making them feel better. And there's a guy floating around in a chicken suit. That is the dichotomy of modern metal. Laughing with my shadow. That's a great line, too. That's very literary as well. Laughing with my shadow. You know, when they do these behind-the-scene things, they're always like, oh, they're all animated and happy. And it's just, I want to know what they're saying. I can't read lips. I don't know why they're so excited. Good God, man. That was freaking creepy. Fanboys are so friggin' weird, man. It would never occur to me to have somebody sign my head. Okay? Especially with a ballpoint pen. That was just wacky. I mean, a Sharpie, sure. A ballpoint? I literally can't imagine any celebrity I would want to sign a body part of mine with a ballpoint pen. I can't think of anybody at all who I idolize so intensely that I would take a ballpoint pen to the skin for. And if you like them that much, you go right ahead. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying that I will not idolize somebody that much. Let the rain fall down and purge my soul. That's a great line, too. I'll bet that was a great show. I'll bet that was well worth whatever the price the tickets were. That was pretty great. That was a good song. I was trying to keep a lighthearted tone with that. I know most people haven't lasted till the end because they feel that I was, probably making fun of everything, but I'm not. I have felt this way so often that I am making a particular effort in my life not to fall into that kind of despair ever again. I got close last year and I don't ever want to be there again. So if you've already left feeling that I've been making fun of the song and, what it took to write it, I apologize for that. But I have to take everything as lighthearted as possible now, because that's just not there. That is not a place I ever want to be again. I don't have that much time left on this planet. I'm already in my 50s. If I'm lucky, I have a solid 20 years left. I am a fat white male who doesn't have an active job. And I like my drink. So, if I'm lucky, I got a solid 20 years left. So, I am not cutting it short for anybody, for any reason. So, I'm taking things as light as I can from last year out. This was a great song. I recognize its literary value and its artistry. It was... it would have touched me dearly just last year. Well, I can't say that. It's January 9th, 2024. A year and a half, let's say. This would have made me go, that's fucking me. And I don't want to be that person anymore. So, this is brought to you by all the wonderful people on the Patreon. Patreon.com/SuperMachoJediKnight. Keep rocking, bitches.